guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you all how I did this twist and perm rod set on my natural hair. For this style, I am working on clean hair, freshly shampooed and deep conditioned as always. And I will go ahead and link my wash day routine in the cards if you haven't seen that already. I like to go ahead and section my hair, 2 in the front, 1 on each side. And I am starting off with section in the back that is not so straight, but that's okay. I am going to be using the Texture ID Twist Butter and their foaming lotion, as well as these gray perm rods that I picked up at my local beauty supply store for 99 cents a pack. I only used 2.5 packs for this style, but I had purchased 4, so $4 of rollers. But I am going to go ahead and drench the back of my hair with water, and I'm going in with the Twist Butter cream. So right now, I'm just making sure that I work the water and the cream into my hair. I do have a little porosity hair, so I have to give my hair a little extra love and care to get the products inside. And once that's done, I am going to add a bunch of foam on top. I am a little heavy-handed with the foam, just to go ahead and put a little disclaimer out there. But I like to make sure that I work the foam in. I am going to do medium-sized sections because they work okay and I don't have to go so small. After finger detangling, I like to go in with my wet brush to make sure all of the tangles are out. And now I am starting off with a twist, and I am going to twist about halfway down, and then I'm going to take my rat tail comb to make sure all of the tangles are out. And then we're going to apply the perm rod, and making sure that the hair is smooth on the perm rod is key to getting good curl definition in the end. And that is another reason why I like to use a lot of foam lotion. As always, when doing any type of style, such as twist outs, braid outs, perm rods or curls or anything, you always want to make sure that you have something going on in the middle of your head so that you don't have that annoying middle part. And like I said before, I just like to make sure that I put a lot of foam lotion on my hair and also on the rod so that I can smooth it up and then clip the perm rod. And if this is not a good view for you, just hold on. Once we get further into the video, I do have a close-up of how I apply the perm rods. But right here, this is what the back section of my hair looks like. And now we are moving on to the front. So add some water if the hair is dry and make sure that you work that water in. And then once the water is in, go ahead and add the twist butter right on top and go in with a bunch of foam because it really does help define the curls and also give you a little bit of slip to help detangle as well. And detangle even more with your wet brush or whatever brush you choose. Just make sure that the brushes that you use to detangle your hair while it's wet are actually meant for wet hair. And I like to make sure all of those tangles are gone. And then I go ahead and start twisting halfway. And then we are going to use a finer tooth comb to detangle those in so that they lay flat and precisely on the perm rod. When you attach the perm rod, you want to make sure that the black string lays on the side of where the hair is. This is what keeps the perm rod in place and not jiggling too much. And here is a close-up of exactly how I apply the perm rods. As you all can see, after detangling with the comb, I make sure I add more foam to the hair. And I hold it tautly and make sure that I am wrapping tightly and consistently smoothing the hair on the rod. And then I go ahead and move the rod up in a vertical direction. And then I close it, making sure that the black string is on the side of the hair. Just like that. So my plan was to let my hair thoroughly dry up under the hair dryer, but you guys, this didn't work out. It was too hot. It reminded me of those relaxer days when I was getting doobie wraps, and them days are kind of over for me. So I sat up under the dryer for 1 hour, and then I slept on it the next day, and here we are about to do the takedown process. And my roller stayed intact all night, and that is because I made sure that I closed the rods properly. So make sure that the black string is on the side of your hair. And before taking these rods out, you definitely want to make sure that your hair is completely dry. That is pretty much with any style that you do besides a wash and go, of course. You want to make sure that your hair is completely dry. And I'm just being very gentle as I pull the rods out. This is pretty simple. Just slide them out or make sure that you unroll them in the direction that they want to go. So to pull the twist apart, I am applying a little bit of wild hair growth oil to my hands, and I am just going to unravel the twist, and I kind of do this just by pulling them apart and untwisting in the opposite direction. So now we are about to begin the separating process, and I literally do this by pulling the strand down and figuring out where the hair naturally wants to separate. And I always make sure that I recoil the ends after separating just to reinforce the curl and to eliminate unnecessary frizz that may occur. And this is what one side of my hair looks like separated, and this is what the other side looks like not separated. So I went ahead and separated all of my curls, and now I am just picking the roots. Now I have a pick, but I am just using this comb because sometimes with picking I can go a little overboard. So this comb actually keeps me in check when it comes to picking my roots. And I'm being very gentle not to disturb the curls at the end and only focusing on the roots. I'm going in with my even edge control, and I only try to do my edges 1 time a week because no one wants thin edges. So this is kind of like the only time that I'm going to do my edges this week, so I'm going to hold myself to it. So I'm just giving myself a few swoops and making sure that it looks neat. So now I'm going to give myself a little style just by taking a small section from one side of my head, and I'm just rolling it, and then I am going to pull it up and pin it in place. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And now I'm going to add a little bit more edge control on this section in the middle, and I'm just going to pin it back. My plan at first was actually to wear these curls out, but when I looked in the mirror, I was looking a little bit too much like my grandmother, so I was like, okay, we got to give it a little style so you don't look like grandma. So that is exactly what I am doing. And this pretty much completes the hairstyle, you guys. A little fluffy, and you got yourself a soft spring hairstyle that is really soft. My hair is moisturized and it feels really good. I hope you all found this video useful and helpful, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. See ya.